We live? All right, just trying to get underway here. Got a little bit of breeze. The angle is good. Not much strength, but at least the angle's decent. So I'm about to raise the main. I just remembered I got to rig the third reef because I always take the third reef line out for cruising. Also need to slather some beef tallow on the leathers there on the gaff jaws so they're not squealing the whole way. Of course, just as I break the anchor out, the wind just drops again to nothing. Looks like we got a little bit of breeze here. So I'll just pick the anchor up, set the code 0, and see if we can get going. Yeah, it looks like it's going to come around the island. I don't know whether that's the true wind or it's just coming around the island, because it's definitely coming more forward. So we're going to have to crank in a bit here. Okay, wind angle's looking good. Have to crank in a little bit here. Wah, 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 wah. That was just a teaser, Puff. Now we're just back to the light and fickle stuff. Meanwhile, the petroleum-powered world carries on as before. We're just slowly creeping our way past Pole Island. There's a puff right there. So maybe it'll fill in a bit and there's another little puff here. I got the code 0 just rolled up. Can't figure out which side it wants to go on. So, but hopefully, and that's the right direction too. That's westerly. So we'll see, maybe we'll get a little bit of, feeling a little bit of breeze. So the mainsail's still on the starboard side just because she has a slight starboard list. Just got more heavy stuff stowed on the starboard side. So without any wind, the boom just swings to the starboard side. Yeah, here we go, I'm feeling a little wind. All right. Now it's looks like not too far, and with the proverbial knock on wood, we're going to get into solid wind here. Looks like we just got a little more of this fluky, patchy stuff, and then we should pick up steady breeze, because you can see it right under the code 0. See how it's darkened? That looks like pretty steady wind. I knew I shouldn't have said something. Maine is not going to let us go. Well, we got wind, but it looks like it's going to shift right on our nose here. It's going to come southwest. All right. So there's Mark Island. It looks like this is going to be our takeoff point. It's where we're going to say goodbye to Maine. Still got a couple more ledges up here, so I can't leave the helm just yet. But we're almost clear out to sea. Right under our port bow is Cape Small. Remember, we rounded that on our down east cruise. We've got a fair bit of southerly swell out here. Anyway, as I say, I still got to pay attention to my navigation for the next about 3 or 4 miles. Then I can put the self-steering vane in and finally make myself lunch. I'm starving here. You know, maybe I'm watching too many videos of these super maxis. They always have all these nested headsels. So I decided to try it here with the staysail nested inside the code 0. She's hauling, that's for sure. When I set the code 0, we picked up a full knot of speed. So the sun sets on our first night at sea since the spring, when I arrived back in Maine. Well, it's been quite a summer. That haul out was something, I'll tell you. I'm happy I got a lot done, so I'm proud of the haul out, but it really took quite a bit out of me, I'll tell you. And then the cruise up the Maine coast, that was another quite an adventure. And it was well rewarded with some beautiful sailing in beautiful islands and anchorages. But Maine is gone now. Just nothing but the lonely sea in the sky. Oh, hey everyone, it is Thursday, the 29th of September, 2022, and we're just northeast of Highland Light, Cape Cod, which is just a little further down the road from Provincetown, Massachusetts, which is right on sort of the knuckle of Cape Cod. Got about 45-50 miles to run until we make our turn into the Round Shoal Channel, and then get into Vineyard Sound, Nantucket and Vineyard Sound. As usual, we're going to have to find our way in at night. So just follow the chart plotter. Yeah, so we started off with kind of light southwesterlies. Last night it was just light west until about 11 p.m. And then these northwesterlies came in, and came in at just good solid 20 knots. And no flat water out here. You can see we're rocking and rolling, and it's just several wave trains here. A lot of slop, a lot of confused slop out here. So not a very pleasant ride, but the wind is good, and I was able to get close enough. I am close enough to Cape Cod to pick up some cell data, so I was able to update my grid files. And the forecast pretty much hasn't changed. It's supposed to be north to northwest, becoming north to northeast overnight, remaining kind of about 10 to 18 knots or so. So that's all good wind for us. And still the plan is to try to get to Tarpaulin Cove. It'll probably be in the wee hours of tomorrow morning, depending on whether we get the current right or not. And then it looks like light airs, and then on Friday, and then on Saturday sail around to Hadley's Harbor, because it looks like on Sunday, Monday is when we got the remnants of Hurricane Ian coming up, and so it's going to get pretty brisk out of the east. So definitely want to be somewhere sheltered. Hadley's Harbor is a good sheltered spot. Other than that, all is well. It's nice, a little chilly out here, but it's nice weather. And we're chugging right along. As I say, the ride is not all that smooth, but we're making good time now. We're really roaring along. So that's all the news that fit to print, and we'll talk to you later.